Ceyair, got to look at the film. How'd your interception look on film?
It looked cool, caught the ball, fell down. Probably should have ran up the closer sideline, but you live and you learn. I haven't ran with the ball in a minute, so got to get used to it again.
It looked like you were running a little bit slower than you should have been.
I definitely was running slower. I was really trying to just let my blocks set up, and then I looked back and I was like, oh shoot, somebody's coming, so I tried to speed up, but by then it was too late,
Were they messing with you in film study?
Oh, everybody's been talking about how I'm slow, which is not true, but how I should have scored, so it's okay. So
I asked Raylan about what he saw in film just as a defense for you guys. He said he saw the fire that you guys had. Did you also kind of see that intensity you guys played with?
This past week? Yeah, for sure. I definitely think we had a lot of fire. Mostly because mostly just because of the mindset we have as a defense. Everybody got to get to the ball with straining and stuff like that. But I also say just we were definitely fed by the atmosphere that we were in. It was a great atmosphere to play in, just in terms of the fans, the opposing fans just yelling and going crazy the whole time. So when there's a lot of energy in the stadium, it definitely picks up the intensity that we play with. So I feel like it definitely helped us out.
Are you a guy that kind of tunes it out, or are you a guy who soaks it in? Kind of environment like that?
I think I tune it out for sure, but I definitely think it's motivational for sure.
Another night game in the Coliseum. How do you feel like the fan atmosphere is going to be after you guys pulled out that win on the road?
I think it's going to be great. People are definitely starting to believe in us as time goes on. So I feel like we're going to have a lot of fans out there. I'm excited to play under the lights again. It's a fun time. So.
You were saying after the game that it was especially the interception because of everything you've been through. Can you elaborate on that and what you meant by that?
Yeah, just saying last year I didn't get to play. I had some stuff going on, and then this year, now I'm getting on the field, after a lot of hard work. So last year I was behind people that were older. They ended up going off to the NFL, and so this year it was a chance for me to really work for a spot, and that's what it was, and that's what I did.
Did you ever feel that people took your acting as a negative and questioned your football?
Yeah, I definitely feel like some people looked at it as a thing that's taken away from football, and I wanted to just say that that's not what it is. I can be passionate about multiple things, and I feel like you should be able to do what you want to do as long as you can do it at a high level.
Would you see that online, or did you hear that from anybody?
Yeah, just you see it wherever, hear it from whoever. It's not really anybody specifically, but just in terms of that's just been a common theme I've noticed.
What's the big thing you think you proved this year?
I think I've just proved. Well, I don't think I've really proved anything yet, but I said that I've been working hard, and that's what's important to me. Just being able to work hard and show that I can at least be on the field. You know what I'm saying? And I still have a lot more to prove. I have a lot farther to go. A lot better that I can get. So that's what I'm excited for.
Has any receiver ever used your acting career as trash talk on the field?
Nobody's mentioned. Well, actually, when I was in high school, people would mention it, but nobody's mentioned it this year. So.
What stands out about Arizona State's offense?
They're a good team. They have some good receivers. They have a good quarterback, a fast quarterback. He's definitely a runner. So we have to be able to contain him, and I'm just stay on our toes.
You had your first career pick. What would be your go-to celebration dance if you had one?
Shoot. Let me think.
Come on.
I gotta think. I know. Probably I got one. Kyle Ford. He made a dance up the other day. He called it the buff. It was some. I don't remember what it looked like. You gotta ask him. But it was something like that. It was cool though.
Okay. What's your favorite post-game meal?
Shoot, that's a good one. I think they had burritos one day. I don't remember which week it was, but it was really good. So I said a good
What's
burrito.
in the burrito?
Shrimp burrito.
Really?
Yeah, shrimp burrito.
Okay, what sport would you play besides football?
Probably baseball. I used to be really good at baseball when I played. So
what position?
Like that. Center field. Center field. Yeah.
Okay, and then game day superstition.
I read before the game, I read in the locker room, and then so I read in the locker room and I read before the night before.
Favorite book?
It's called I'm reading a series right now called The Five Kingdoms. So, yes.
Favorite meal overall?
Crab legs, like seafood boil. Yeah, seafood boil.
Is there anything that stands out from the Arizona State offense?
I'd say their quarterback. He's a really good player. He can he can run the ball and he can pass the ball. So whenever you have a dual threat quarterback, I think that's definitely something you have to keep in mind.
Are there any wide receivers that kind of stand out?
I mean, I think all the receivers are good. You know, it's not any one specific person that we're focused on. I think they're all talented players, and we're gonna have to keep an eye out for all of them.
Have you guys made any major adjustments ahead of this game from the mistakes that you made last game?
I mean, there's corrections that you make every week, you know, and I'd say that regardless of whatever the corrections that we make, we still have a defense that we're going to play, and that defense is, you know, whatever Coach Grins draws up.
Arizona State's going through some turmoil, you know, with the head coach being fired. How do you guys not overlook them because they're going through something like that?
I mean, that has nothing to do with us. They're still the team that's going to come out and play against us on Saturday. So whatever they have going on, I would assume that it's only fuel for them. So we just have to become even more prepared.
Thanks, Ceyair.